Good morning, Facebook. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube, or however you're catching us. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you are watching this live, just drop a comment, hashtag live. If it's on the replay, hashtag replay. And so today is Monday, March 1st. Monday, March 1st. Exciting. Beginning of February. I had come on and said March, April, February would be a quick month. So I promised that, and we're now into March. Excited to be here into March because that means spring. The month of spring is upon us, and that's super exciting because last year, March was a mild March, and if we have anything like last March, we'll be in great shape, and I can see some of the weather here popping up into the 50s next week, which is exciting, however accurate this is. But yeah, so excited to have March here. So I promised February was going to be a short month and it'll be here before we knew it. I know for us at the restaurant, it was here before we knew it. So that was super exciting. Let's see. March. This week's special, this week's $9.99 special is ribeye steak. Ribeye steak is back. A lot of people have been asking for it. We were going to try to do lobster mac and cheese, and we just could not pull it off. Lobster mac and cheese will probably be next week, I think. I can't promise. But our ribeye is $9.99 all week long, starting tonight, 5 o'clock. Available 5 o'clock takeout. If you want to come in to eat tonight, the restaurant's packed already. We're packed in a safe way, of course. We're at almost at maximum, so maximum capacity already. So if you want to come in tonight to eat, I would call right away to make a reservation if we have anything available. Jamie was just going over the reservation book, and tonight's going to be a busy night. Mondays for us are typically busy, which is great. So that's awesome. So thank you everybody for that support. We really, really appreciate that. Let's see. Jamie and I did something fun the other night on Saturday night. We've mentioned about our Airbnb property. So the other night at the Airbnb, the guests that were there hired us to cook them dinner. Not just deliver them dinner, but actually go into the kitchen and make them an all-out 4-course meal and everything, which was a lot of fun cooking in the kitchen up there. The kitchen on our property at the Airbnb is really decked out, all kinds of cool things, and of course, great pot rack and all kinds of great smallwares and pots and pans that I have up there. So that was a lot of fun. So Jamie and I did that the other night on Saturday night. It's just great to host people. We've met a lot of really great people in the last, it's not even been 2 months. 2 months exactly. So it's been really exciting, the property up there. So we cooked our famous banana Foster dish, which I'm looking for a picture of it. I've been sauteed bananas. Let's see. Yeah, the kitchen up there is really, really awesome. We did risotto. You really can't see that, I guess. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Did a risotto dish, did a ribeye dish. Really, really awesome. So that was a lot of fun. Let's see. Yesterday I spoke about better digestion, and I had a couple comments already, and people even made some great comments online about that video, and some people here said some great comments. So just wanted to recap that. I think it's really important information about food combining. A lot of us eat the right foods at the wrong times in the wrong combinations, and I am extremely, extremely guilty of that, really guilty of that. Partially is because I really don't have a set schedule, with the kids out of the house, and with us running the restaurant, it's oh my gosh, I never had time to eat today. Let me eat something right now, and I'm super hungry. And that's the worst time to eat is when you're super hungry because you just don't take time to plan things. And I think planning meals is extremely important for the success of eating healthy. But I want to recap this what I had said yesterday about digestion. So a lot of people eat the wrong food, or the right foods, at the wrong time in the wrong combinations, and we're like, "Well, gee, I eat so healthy. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I've often said to myself that way too. I feel I'm eating great. Why am I gaining weight? And of course, the last years, everybody's excuse is, well, COVID. COVID's the reason I gained weight, and unfortunately, that's not the reason. It's just poor discipline or lack of discipline. including myself. So, and I get out and run every single day, which is sometimes I just don't eat the proper foods, or I eat just sometimes the wrong foods at the wrong time, or it just doesn't, so that's even worse. So really quickly on this, because I could have gone into I can really go into several hours talking about foods and things like this, and alkalinity and energy foods and megahertz in foods, and the vital life force of foods, and it can get super, super complicated, nutrition, really super complicated, because you read all these books and they all say, a lot of them say something different, a lot of them have an angle, and realistically, a lot of them have come up with what they think is going to be the easiest for you to obtain success, put a fancy name on it, and it's marketing, and that's how they sell their books, right? So that's all marketing. So they'll take a current diet theory and just do a little their spin on it or something, their fancy name on it, and go out and market their book and make money on it. So condensed food theory, combining foods. So our body is 80% water, right? 75-80% water. The earth is 75-80% water. I'm not sure what the exact number is, right? But and a lot of food, if you were going to the grocery store, if you were look at all the produce and stuff, all this is very high water content foods, extremely high water content foods. Every diet out there, except for a couple diets, don't really emphasize how important water is. And the reason why these couple diets don't, and one of the diets is the 80-10-10 diet, one is the Fit for Life diet. And these two authors reference the same mentor in nutrition, but again, it's the same mentor, same theory, just a different spin on it. And I really like Douglas Graham's book, 80-10-10. I think it's a very powerful, powerful book. And I've done that diet before. Hard diet to do, but massive, massive successful results, but very hard to keep up. Fit for Life is much more realistic. And you have a lot of really other great books out there. A lot of great books are talking about water, 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 water. When you look at those other two books I mentioned, they talk about eating high water content foods. High water content foods are the key here to the success of your diet. So what are high water content foods? Fruits and vegetables, lots of greens, raw vegetables, things like that that are not cooked. When you take a potato and you cook it, it becomes a condensed food. It's no longer, but nobody eats raw potatoes, right? So you wouldn't just eat a raw potato. Dried fruits are condensed foods because they have lack of water, and that was one of the comments here yesterday. What happens if I reconstitute fruit? So when you eat food, based upon this theory of the condensed food theory, you only want to eat one food per meal that actually is low moisture. So, for example, if you're eating steak, then you would eat veggies and greens, right? A salad, veggies, greens, and your steak is low moisture content. If you were to have rice or a baked potato or mashed sweet potatoes, then you would not eat a protein because that would be two condensed foods. The other foods would have to be vegetables that are high water content and a salad. And really, both of those two diets, Fit for Life and 80-10-10, really, really, really stress salads. Really stress. You've got to get greens into your body. Green leafy vegetables are a must, and not creamed spinach, something like that. But you need to be eating a lot of this. This is the mainstay of the nutrition, or a good part of the success of these diets. So in 80-10-10, he wants you to literally eat a pound of greens a day, which if you're doing baby spinach, that's like a massive amount of baby spinach. It's almost hard to fathom to think you can eat that much. And then you resort to blending and putting into smoothies and things like that. But back to the condensed foods, you only eat one food per meal. So if you're eating steak, or if you're eating chicken, or if you're eating fish, you then have tons of veggies and a salad. If you're having pasta, then you have a lot of veggies. You don't have the shrimp with it. You don't have the chicken with it. You don't have whatever with it. So only one per. And what happens is when this food enters into your body and starts the digestion process, two condensed foods, which the title yesterday was about, digestion. Two condensed foods are very hard for your body to digest. It puts a lot of burden on your body. A lot of energy is drawn to digest these foods. Fruits and vegetables tend to go through your body much quicker. The transit time's quicker. The digestion's easier. It can get actually in past your stomach and start the assimilation of nutrients much quicker, as opposed to sitting into your stomach and more putrefying. A lot of us just don't have a quick transit system from one end to the other. And the way you can test that is if you eat beets. If you eat beets and see how long it takes from one end to the other, then that's a good measure of your transit time. Not corn, because corn doesn't digest. But beets would be something really good. But most of us are loading good, high-quality foods into our body, and a lot of us aren't. But you're putting these foods into your body, and then all of a sudden it just sits there and it gets confused, and the digestion takes too long. And you're putting good food on top of bad food, or good food on top of good food at the wrong times, and your body just doesn't know what to do. And the older you get, the more you rely upon Tums, Rolaids, prescription meds for this kind of things. And I mentioned yesterday, when I was 28 years old, they wanted to operate on me because the prescription meds weren't even working. I mean, they were not working. I could not sleep at night, and it was because I was eating really bad food at the places I was working. Just because you go to a 5-star restaurant, a 5-star hotel, doesn't mean the food is any better. I'm working at the Broadmoor and the Greenbrier. It was still a lot of white flour, a lot of fried foods, a lot of cheap cooking oils. And when you eat this type of food, this is the same food we're charging $100, $150 a person for. I had to come in and eat even more. But when you have access to it every single day, like I was as a cook being there, and that's your staff meal, it takes a burden on you. So I had to do a lot of reading on nutrition and figuring things out. And like I said yesterday, baking soda is only a temporary fix. I have some great videos on baking soda on my YouTube channel. And I have some great interviews with Sergio. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Just talking about him 2 days ago. Tullio Simoncini, the Roman oncologist who uses baking soda for cancer therapy. I've been very, very, very successful with that. He has a book out there, and some of my top videos on YouTube. Some of my top videos on YouTube are interviews with Tullio Simoncini, the Roman oncologist, and he talks about baking soda and cancer and his story on that. However, baking soda I talk about for digestion too. I've used it for years, on and off, when I happen to be traveling a lot. Sometimes when I travel, I eat different foods. I don't have as much control as I do when I'm at the restaurant, when I feel like I don't have control until I'm at the restaurant. So really, to be successful with this, you have to plan your food. If you're driving somewhere, like last week when I was driving back and forth to Newark, I took my own food. I wasn't relying upon me going in somewhere and trying to buy something here and there. I took my own food, carrots, things, all these. There's a lot of things you can take that will fill you up and that you can snack on that are great, as opposed to stopping for junk food. And I wasn't going to stop for junk food, but I wanted the control to be mine of where I was going. I'd rather take my own hummus with me than going to the store to buy hummus, because then I'd have my control of my time and when I'm hungry, and I don't have to wait until I get to the store. I had to go pick things up in one of our suppliers in Newark, New Jersey last week, and sometimes I can sit there on the dock and wait for a while for them to get to me to load the car. So back to the food. Your body. There's certain times of the day to eat certain types of foods, and certain times of the day not to eat foods at all, right? And we all have heard before, don't eat fruit after a meal. But what do? We all eat dessert after a meal. So all this high sugar food, high starch food goes into our system and just sits there because we've eaten protein on top of it before there. And all this just does not help with your digestion. And again, older we get, the more we rely upon our own digestive enzymes aren't as active when we're older as we were younger. And all of a sudden, we have these problems where we rely upon or live on drugs. And so it's very uncomfortable to have heartburn or have an upset stomach and just not have the proper digestion. So just wanted to elaborate a little more on that. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. If you're tuning in, just drop a comment, #live. If it's on the replay, #replay. Good morning, Jennifer, Albie, Linda. Hi, Mary. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Joel. So good morning, everybody. And let's see. So title of this is I Promised. I promised that February is going to be a quick month. And I know for us here at the restaurant, it was a very quick month. between President's Day and Valentine's Day, February, and obviously a couple days shorter. February goes pretty quick every year for us here. So I promised it was going to be a short month now on to March, and hopefully spring and warmer weather, and hopefully the snowstorms are past us. I can only hope that we're not going to be getting all this more snow. And so tonight's special, $9.99, ribeye special. Also wings tonight, buy one get one. On the wings tonight, those are takeout deals. The restaurant is open tonight, 5 o'clock. We're very, very busy tonight, so if you want to come in tonight, call right away. You can literally call right now. Jamie will answer the phone. You can call right now and make a reservation. If you want takeout tonight, earlier the better, because I know at a certain point we're going to be too busy, and there's going to be a 2-hour wait on takeouts tonight. Typically happens. If you call at 5:30, you're probably you're probably going to have a bit of a wait to get dinner tonight. So call ahead. Vintage Run is next Sunday. The Vintage Run, which is our fun run that we do at the restaurant. The Vintage Run is a 3-ish mile run around the village, followed by a wine tasting, and part of the proceeds are going to Ellenville Run Like the Wind Scholarship. Ellenville Run Like the Wind is not happening this year in its normal format. Ellenville Run Like the Wind is a 35-year-old community race that Jamie and I took over 5-6 years ago, and donate all the money back to the community, to food banks, to scholarships at school here. And since we can't do that race, we decided to take this fun run and donate some of the money back to cover these scholarships that we don't want to stop the scholarships for school for graduating seniors here in Ellenville. So we are going to go forward with that. That fun run is this Sunday, 11 or 11:30, and then it's followed by a wine tasting here at the restaurant afterwards. You can order more food, and it's $30 a person. You can go on our website now and reserve. We can only take 20-25 runners. That's it, because of social distancing and things like that. We can't pack the place. We usually get 70 people to this race every single year. We get like 70 people. It's a great day here at the restaurant. It's a fun day here at the restaurant. And so we just can't have that many people. Obviously, everybody understands why. So if you're interested in that race, go register ASAP. There's like 15 tickets left, 12 tickets left online. So small amount left. And let's see. I think that's about it for right now. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you everybody for your support. We really, really appreciate it. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Cindy. And all right, everybody, have a great day, and check out Jamie's live later, Cocktail Time with Jamie, around 4-ish. And I know National Moscow Mule Day is coming up soon. Like, National Moscow Mule Day is coming up very soon. I think it's like the 4th or something. I have to look that up. You know, who knew there was a national holiday, food holiday for the Moscow Mule? So that's coming up. If you like Moscow mules, I'm sure Jamie will be doing some of those. End of the month is National Oyster Day. I think it's the 30th or 31st is National Oyster Day. So I think we need to plan some oysters for that day here at the restaurant. There's actually a food holiday every single day of the year, because every marketing, every food council wants their day in the sun, right? So every food council puts out their own national day. So I think it's national. The month of March is Peanut Month. So of course there's a lot of peanut dishes throughout the course of the month. They have specific days: peanut butter day, peanut butter this day, peanut butter that day. But I think the whole month of March might be peanut day, peanut month. So every council out there is trying to promote their product and over the holiday. And I wish more restaurants would take advantage of this and do more things with them. We're guilty of not using that calendar enough as well, because it can make the any restaurant really a lot of fun, very exciting to take advantage of, even just a couple of those a month. We did have in the past. We did like National Catfish Month 2 years ago. We had a great catfish special on for the month of August. So we've done things in the past. We just haven't been consistently doing things. So, oh, by the way, we're getting ready to launch a contest, a $100 giveaway. The $100 giveaway is going to be on our Facebook. We're going to post a picture of different beers, and all you have to do is comment on there. It's going to be the same kind of contest as a couple weeks ago. Make a comment. You'll get instructions in your email, in your messenger to just finish the registration, and then we'll use this program to randomly pick a winner for a $100 gift card. The contest is probably going to run about 2 weeks. So I'm going to put a little ad money on it too to boost the post and get it out there to more people. That post should be going live here this morning. My assistant was doing a lot of work on that this weekend, and he was sending me some of the stuff yesterday, the flow of everything, see how it works. So I think we're ready to launch that. And so stay tuned for that $100 gift card giveaway contest. So, all right, folks, got to get going. Got to get in the office and place my orders for today. Mondays is always inventory day and inventory and ordering day. All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you later.